Welcome once again to Heav'n Creations. Today we're going to do another freestanding lace project. This one is freestanding lace baby booties. Let's look at what you need for materials. The first thing is thread. I love the Oregon Patchworks thread. This is called Seashell Pink, and it's just a little bit peachy and very delightful for a baby girl. And the reason I really like the Oregon Patchworks thread is because when you open up the base, there's a bobbin already threaded with the matching thread. And when you do freestanding lace, you want your base thread to be the same color as your upper thread. The other things that you'll need are wash away fibrous stabilizer. I'm using Pellon Wash and Gone today, but there's many other choices. You'll also need a couple of 1 centimeter buttons, and I like to add a couple of little bows. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to hoop our stabilizer. I like to use 2 layers of the stabilizer because I think that adds to stability for your lace, and the stabilizer eventually becomes a bit of a stabilizing starch at the end. Hoop that well. Pull up your designs. For the baby booty designs, this pattern is available with the designs on Oregon Patchworks Heav'n Creations. You're going to stitch out a left side, and then the right side is just the opposite of this. So make sure you do 1 of each. You're going to stitch out 2 soles to the booty, and they're identical, so you don't need to do a right or a left. And then 2 of the straps that go across the top. Once you have them stitched out, then I trim them down, and this one is going to be the, right foot. And in your pattern, the last thing that stitches, and I hope you can see this on the camera, I'll pull it up here real close, are 2 little arrows, and you're going to match those up. Now make sure that you put the right side out on your baby booty. So I'm matching the lavender button or pointer to this lavender one, and you can see it's just a little triangle there. And then I'm going to take my pins and I'm going to pin. And I'm going to pin all the way around this side and then work my way all the way around this side. This one I've already done that with. And you can see lots of pins all the way around. Now we're going to leave this open and we're going to start stitching right here and work our way around. And then if there's any give, the outer overlap can come a little further or a little closer depending on how much we have there. So I'm going to start stitching right here and go the rest of the way around. I've set my machine at a zigzag width of 5.0 and a stitch length of 0.6. And I'm going to put in my matching thread. Once I'm done embroidering, I can just put this over on the machine and then get thread out. These are really fun. They come in a 0 to 3 month size pattern and a 3 to 6 month size pattern. And they're just so cute for that baby in your life, whether it's a grandbaby or a new one of your own. or a shower gift. All of those things are great fun. So we'll take a minute here, and I'm going to adjust this just a little bit because I don't have it quite lined up where I want it. So I'm going to put that there, and you want to just lay the one satin stitch right over the other. And then I use an open toe foot so I can see where I'm stitching. And I'm going to drop that needle down, back stitch a little bit after I go forward. Forgot to set it on the zigzag, so let's go back and do this again. There we go. Okay. And then I can back stitch just a little bit and then go forward. And as long as you're using the matching thread, it will just blend right in. And if you notice, I'm stitching these together before I rinse out the stabilizer. I find that if I do that, then I can really shape the booty really nicely, and the starch that gets left from the stabilizer will help hold the shape. And you want the booty to hold a nice shape. The curves, you just have to be a little careful going around the curves, matching up the satin really nicely and just kind of pushing the rest of that foot out of the way, or that shoe out of the way. And then just ease things in around the curves of the sole. It only takes, I think it was about 25 minutes for each shoe to stitch out, so they're relatively quick to embroider. Work that down a little bit there. There we go. Work our way around the toe. The nice thing about having this open toe foot on here is I really can see what I'm doing. And I do lift it up and adjust it every once in a while. Now I'm coming close to the edge where the overlap. So I'm going to work my way in. And here I overlap. And I'm going to back up just a little bit there to anchor it and cut my thread. All right, so now I have my sole all attached. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to zigzag down this entire area. I'm just going to kind of tack it right there. Just a little bit. Right at the tip. Okay, there we go. Now I can add my little strap, which is going to come up, and then you want to place it so that you know the button can go right about there. So we're going to anchor it right across from the satin seam. And depending on the size of the shoe, you can, make it longer or shorter. And this one I'm going to set to a straight stitch because I don't want to be zigzagging in areas that aren't zigzagged. So we'll just lay it down here, and we're going to go back and forth, anchor it in there. Good. Okay, well, it looks a little messy right now, but now's the time that we rinse it out, and I like to rinse it out and then put a stainless steel pin or something that won't rust right here on the little strap area. And we'll be back after it's dried out. After the lace is dry, then we're going to take and sew a little bow on the front and a little button on the side. And there we are, a beautiful pair of freestanding lace booties. I hope you've enjoyed making your booties in this tutorial.